How do you see the lay of the debate stage for next week?
Well, we're prepared either way. It is what it is, and I think everyone should debate. If you qualify, I think you owe it to the people to put out your vision, to talk about your record, answer questions about your record and decisions that you may have made or not made. And if you're not willing to do that, then I think that people are not going to look kindly on that.
That's Ron DeSantis today at radio talk show host and friend of the show's Eric Erickson's gathering of Republican presidential candidates. It was a great forum. DeSantis needs the debate to turn his campaign around, and the big money group supporting DeSantis released a 2-page memo from the Super PAC Never Back Down, August 15th. 4 basic must-dos. Mr. DeSantis, whom the document refers to as GRD, attacked Joe Biden in the media 3 to 5 times, state GRD's positive vision 2 or 3 times, hammer Vivek Ramaswamy in a response, and defend Donald Trump in response to a Chris Christie attack. Kellie Meyer's here, NewsNation Washington correspondent, along with Scott Tranter, head of data science for our partners at Decision Desk HQ. Kellie, to you in a minute on the reporting. First, Scott, we've seen Ron DeSantis falter, right? There are times that people sort of surge and come up and then go back down. There are times people surge and stay up and continue. Does anybody ever falter and have 3 campaign resets and then actually come back up?
Well, that 3 campaign resets would be a brand new record for campaigns. But, as noted, polling is an event-driven measurement metric. And that's why we're seeing all this stuff around polling and debate prep and all that, because next week is an event in which Ron DeSantis might have an opportunity to have his poll numbers bounce back up. And as you pointed out, this is not where he was, back in April when we were having this discussion. He needs something to turn it around, especially after 3 campaign resets.
Yeah, and this is the average, and you look at the trend lines and you see Ron DeSantis faltering. Kellie, I'm wondering from your reporting, and you spent time with Ron DeSantis, is it a different Ron DeSantis, a different campaign now when you were in Iowa versus, say, 2 or 3 months ago when you were chasing him on the trail?
A little bit in terms of being a reporter, for sure. He's definitely more willing to talk with the media. I mean, his team was always trying to get him with us before, but this time around we talked with him exclusively last week. But I do think he is a bit lighter, more personable. I know he was kind of getting attacked on his charm and charisma on the trail, but he still is, according to the voters I've been talking with, not really resonating. And that's the same thing we were saying months ago, was that he just isn't really, he's coming out there with the same script, telling the same jokes. We went with him to different stops, and he was telling the same joke over and over again. So voters see that, and especially Iowa voters can see right through that.
Yeah, we did this segment a couple of days ago. I think it was on Tuesday, and now the Wall Street Journal is caught up, calling the Republican presidential herd the only way to give Donald Trump a real challenge is to consolidate the field early, because right now the non-Trump vote is split among somewhere between 6 and 8 candidates. When is the too late moment, Scott?
That is an excellent question. If we wanted to get into delegate math and put everyone to sleep on Friday, that would probably be somewhere around Super Tuesday. But if we're being realistic, sometime in the next 3 or 4 months before the vote.
Before caucuses.
Before the caucuses and before momentum starts. Iowa doesn't necessarily always pick the nominee, and we've seen New Hampshire doesn't always necessarily pick it either, but that's where the momentum starts, and that's where we get into Super Tuesday. And, if there's anyone else late coming or leaving or whatever it is, they need months to get in and out so polls can react and voters can decide.
Yeah, and now we're seeing still sort of the makings of this late possible Glenn Youngkin.
Glenn Youngkin has been setting it up for us. He is making Virginia, if he is able to flip the state house in Virginia, he's saying that's the reason to support me in not his next gubernatorial race, because he can't run again in Virginia. It's what? I don't know. I think it's probably a presidential run.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.